If you've been looking for the cheat codes to life, here they are. Now, if you already know about human design, this is going to be a great refresher. If you've never heard about human design before, please, for the love of God, watch this video. So many people in the world are absolutely struggling with life because they do not understand this simple concept. You have a nature, like you have a natural way of being, and chances are you're not living in harmony with that. In fact, you're probably living in a constant conflict with who you actually are. And this is why you feel frustrated, angry, disappointed, or bitter all the time. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you how to get back into alignment with your natural self. And it's more simple than you would think. That doesn't make it easy, but it is simple. So you've probably noticed that I have this like pink little glow around me, right? This is a filter that's supposed to show your aura. Problem is, this is just a filter. It picks a random color and it just puts like a little, it's kind of cool, but it's not like an accurate depiction of your aura. If you want an accurate depiction of your aura, go to my website, ReikiMarco.com, plug in your birth information, and it'll spit you out one of these. Here's my website. All your information goes here. Click this, and it's going to generate you a body graph. Now, based off your birth, you're going to have a unique circuitry. Think of this like the blueprint of your energy body. Now, the way to start using this is not by learning what all these numbers mean, what each center means, what each channel means. It's just by using this, your strategy and your inner authority. For any of my geeks who want to go into all of these details, $20 report right here, tell you everything you need to know. However, all of that information is not going to actually help you harmonize with your aura. The thing that's going to help you harmonize with your aura is changing your behaviors or starting to experiment with new behaviors that hopefully over time will replace old, outdated behaviors. Now, there are only 4 strategies within human design. You're either a generator or a manifesting generator that has the enveloping aura. You're a projector, which has the absorbing and focusing aura. You're a manifester, which has the repelling aura. Or you're a reflector, which has the open close aura. This person right here is a manifesting generator. Their strategy is to respond. For generators and manifesting generators, you have what's called a defined sacral, meaning that your sacral is constantly going, we have energy for that, or definitely not, get that the fuck away from me. The more you can listen to that sacral response, that gut response, the more satisfied your life will be. When you don't listen to it, you end up frustrated, you can't sleep, and the frustration just radiates from you like a heater in a place where you're already fucking hot. Now, if you're a projector, the strategy that you want to use is called waiting for an invitation, meaning you're waiting for somebody to invite you to guide them. And not only that, but they're also recognizing that you have the capacity and the skill set necessary to guide them. It's different than responding. Okay, it's very different than responding. It's much more unique. It's much more focused and individual. Projectors that don't wait for the invitation never feel successful. They always feel bitter. And oftentimes it's because they're pushing their guidance onto other people. And just because you know what's best for somebody else doesn't mean the other person is open or ready to receive your insights. This is why waiting for an invitation is your strategy. It's the way to success. For manifestors, you have what's called a repelling aura. This is because you have one of your motor centers, which is constantly creating energy, connected to your throat, meaning that there's constantly energy being pumped up to your throat, and it's like you're in a pool and you're just out here making waves. Your role is to let people know, hey, I'm about to do a fucking cannonball right where you guys are. Probably move out of the way unless you want to get wet. Your strategy is to inform and initiate. When you don't do this, you end up alone, or you end up feeling like you're being controlled. You end up angry. Now, naturally speaking, manifestors are typically the hardest to approach because they have this, I'm putting out the vibe, while a lot of other people are waiting for something to respond to or waiting for some kind of invitation. Manifestors are putting it out there. So manifestors, don't take it personally if people find it challenging to talk to you. It's actually your responsibility to be the one to initiate communication. And I get that for some people, this is kind of like a hard pill to swallow. Like, how am I supposed to just wait for an invitation? Well, you fucking wait. How am I supposed to wait for something to respond? Learn to fucking wait. Be patient. For the manifestors, it's like, oh, what? I'm just supposed to do everything? That sounds exhausting. It's like, yeah, well, how is what you're doing working for you? What if there was a better way? Now, I'm a reflector, and I have the most ludicrous strategy of all, but guarantee it works. The reason I know it works is because I've tried using it, and it works. The times that I don't try using it, I end up super disappointed. This shit works, guys. Try it out for yourself. As a reflector, my strategy is to wait 28 days before making a big decision. I just recently bought a guitar, and I didn't wait 28 days. and I'm not stoked on the guitar. If I had waited 28 days, I'd probably have a guitar that I'm stoked on. Alas, we're not always supposed to be getting things right, guys. And this is something that I wanted to kind of capstone on this. Like, we're not always supposed to be getting things right. Human beings, we're here to live and bump into stuff and make mistakes and learn and grow from them. Do not make the mistake of thinking that, sometime frustrated, angry, bitter, or disappointed is the same as your entire life being that way. We are supposed to experience those quote unquote negative feelings, but we are not supposed to live in them constantly, which is why I'm sharing these strategies with you, the quote unquote cheat codes. So now that you have this information, stop asking the question, why is this happening to me? And start asking the question, how is this happening for me? How can I apply my strategy so that I can better use my aura and finally grow beyond the fighting myself? If you want to go deeper with your human design, I already showed you my website. I already showed you where you can get reports. You can also do one-on-one sessions with me. Now, this could potentially save you a lot of money, a lot of time, and spare you a bunch of confusion. Human design is an insanely complex and deep system and has literally infinite applications. I've spent the last decade banging this thing against the truth, experimenting, trying to break this thing, and in doing so, I've figured out what I believe to be the best way to use human design. And it's not by internalizing your report and studying a bunch of this and just becoming like an academic with human design. There's a simple way to embody human design, but most people miss it because they're looking to inflate their ego, increase their knowledge, not necessarily be more embodied. And if you've gotten this far in the video, you're the type of person that wants to be embodied, not just have a bunch of information floating around in your head. In which case, I would love to invite you to work with me. Either get one of my reports or book me for a one-on-one. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, love you, bye.